Okay, hello and welcome back for another tutorial for the Animal Crossing New Horizons database. So, today we are going through insects, fish and sea creatures database. These are all really similar but obviously slightly different. So when you get the database, when you get the workspace, the insects page will look like this. So we have notes, and then we have Northern Hemisphere options, and then we have Southern Hemisphere options. So that is because obviously different bugs appear at different times of the year for Northern and Southern Hemispheres. What I'm going to do is just show you Northern Hemisphere. I'll show you Southern Hemisphere in a sec, but it's literally identical. So it will appear in a toggle simply because it's really long. And I just thought like it saves you having to scroll if you're Southern Hemisphere. So I'm just going to pop it out of here so that we can see it full. Now what we have is a checkbox for encyclopedia. So if you have something, simply tick it. We have the number. So there are 80 different bugs. And then we have the time of day that each bug appears. So all day, 4 AM, 5 AM, 8 AM. And then where they appear, so flying, hitting on rocks, tree stumps, etc. And then what weather they would appear in. We also have their sell price, the time of year they appear. This I'll talk about in a second. The total catches to unlock, so some of these bugs you can only catch once you've caught a certain amount of bugs previously. I believe the highest is 100, and that is for some of the like stags. The spawn rates, so how often they spawn, the lower numbers like 5 and even 0, so 1. They're really rare. Obviously the 0 is because you spawn it yourself by shaking a tree for the wasp, I believe. Then we have some, so this is regarding furniture, I believe, whether you can put it on a table, I think. Description, so these are easier viewed in page view. So description, common butterfly, la 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 la. The catchphrase, so I caught a common butterfly, they often flutter by. So that's all there if you want to look at it. The colours that they are, so I believe that's for HHA thing. And then notes, so that is just things that were universal for all of these. So I just put them here so it saves having a whole extra 3 columns. This is all well and good. Like I said, I'm coming back to time of year. So as you can see, we have all year tags, we have spring tags, we have summer, autumn, winter, and then individual months. Some of the months aren't there because some of them will only, like for example December and January, the bugs do not, there are no bugs specific to December and January. They are all just winter bugs, if that makes sense. So as we can see, we have our different table views here. Now to make it really easy month by month to see what is in season, we are literally just going to go and click here. This is all already set up. So it's November when I'm filming this and I want to see what bugs are available. In November it's telling us that there are 28. So every bug here has a tag here that either says autumn, November or all year. I'll prove it. And then as we can see here, we've also got, so we've got all function and then we've got and encyclopedia is unchecked. So let's test this out. For example, the common butterfly, very common enough that most people may have caught it. Once I tick it, it disappears because we are only filtering unchecked. If we were to filter checked, there it is, the common butterfly. So yeah, as we can see, that is how that works. So I'm just going to go and tick a few because I know I caught the damselfly the other day. I think I've got that one. Got that one. I don't have the walking stick. Right, anyway, for now we'll do that. And then, yeah, oh, I have centipede. Okay. So as we can see there, we now only need 11. But what about next month? I want to know what I'm going to lose, what I'm going to gain next month. So December, as we can see, here we have all of the books. So this looks like less, but if we filter checked, it shows all the ones that we got. So actually it's 9 plus 12, so 21. Yeah. So yeah, as we can see, if I get rid of this filter, we have all of the books that are available in December. So I recommend keeping this on. I think it's the best way to use this database personally, because you can just see at a glance all of the books that you need to catch still. I'm just going to show you quickly the difference between, so I'll delete this for actually, I won't delete it, we'll cut this out. So, okay, so for December, I'm just going to compare the Southern Hemisphere so you get the idea of what's going on here. So this is December for the Northern Hemisphere, and then I'll just quickly pop to December for the Southern Hemisphere. As you can see, 21 for the Northern Hemisphere, and then 48 for the Southern Hemisphere, just to kind of prove that these are different databases. They're set up differently on the time of year, but everything else is the same, so you get the same information. It's literally just the time of year. That's why I recommend using it like this. Okay, cool. Obviously we have notes. Now I'm going to move on to fish. So for the fish database, again, we are literally exactly the same. Northern Hemisphere is in a toggle and Southern Hemisphere also in a toggle. I'm not going to drag them out just for the sake of ease. So literally the same sort of thing going on. We have time of day, we have obviously all the names, we have where you can find them. The weather is included in where you can find them for this because it doesn't vary as much. The shadow, so what to look out for. We've got all the way from really, really small to the sharks, I believe, that have fins. Not all the sharks though, some of them are like just larger fish. So then we have the sell price, the catch difficulty. So this is to do with how quick you have to respond when it comes to the bite of the fish. The size, so this varies. And then we have the vision, so this relates to how much the fish can see, so how close you need to get the bait to their eyesight in order for them to see it. That's just my interpretation of this. I'm not actually 100% sure. I didn't do the data mine or whatever. Then we have again time of year, so this is exactly the same as before, but with all the months. Total catches before you can unlock. Again, it varies. Spawn rates, surface, I believe that's to do with furniture. Again, as I said. Description, so again, better viewed, la-di-da. And then colours and lighting. So this is in reference to the furniture items. Some of them admit light, some of them don't. Okay, and again, we have the filters, so November, and then we have the encyclopedia filter on, so as I tick them, they disappear. Cool. Okay, cool. And now I'm just going to show you the difference between the two hemispheres. So 37 for November in the Northern Hemisphere. And 44, yeah, 44 in the Southern Hemisphere. So as you can see, these are working differently for the time of year. Cool. And sea creatures is honestly just the same again. I forgot to say notes. Again, they just appear the same for all of them, so they're there if you need it. Same here. This one said what version it was added, so I thought you might just want to know that. Okay, so Northern Hemisphere. Ooh. Okay, so slightly different. We've still got shadow, but this time we've got the how fast they are to catch. So obviously some of them are really hard, some of them are just stood still and you can literally just dive right over them and get them. Sell price, time of year, total catches to spawn, literally the same thing, all the same. We've got lighting again. And then again, yeah, we've got all of these, so we can see what we need to catch that month, tick them off as we please. There we go. So yeah, and then same again here for the southern hemisphere. So there were only 40 to catch for the sea creatures. Obviously these are different anyway, so I've ticked some of them. But yeah, that is the long and fast of it, the long and short of it. So yeah, any questions, let me know. Next week I'll be doing the fossils tutorial, and then we'll be moving on, just going through all of them till they're done basically. So yeah, this database again is available in the link in the description. We have a Discord server for any help. Again, email me if there's anything. The email is on the homepage, but it's also it's also in the description. Again, tutorials, this is where it'll be posted to. And yeah, the Discord server link. So cool. Thank you for watching.